la otra cloaca de por ahí.
Era un Ranger original, brother. En condiciones casi perfectas, brother. Wow, man. Incredible.
Me acuerdo, brother, si tú me mandaste la foto y yo te dije, coño, métele mano, coño, que está lindo, que esto que lo otro. Coño, hubiéramos estado disfrutando de radiecito, bro. Si no te da por la matraca ahí del negro con el rojo y el rojo con el negro, no van un tico tico. De pipi, brother. De pipi. No, ya sé, ya, muchacho. Muchachos, uno aprende con eso. Yo tuve un Galaxy 99 en estas mismas condiciones. Igual, Molina lo vio, tú sabes quién, no sé si tú te acuerdas que antes en el Golden Glade, ahí en el parqueo del Golden Glade, ahí en los parqueos del Golden Glade, hay un tipo en un van que le arreglaba los radios a bueno, tenía un CD shop ahí, él llegaba y amarraba una Antro 99 a un tubo largo ahí a la escalera del van, él tenía un Chevy van y eso te estoy hablando, coño, hace unos años ahí, tú sabes, hasta ese tipo lo vio y nadie lo pudo arreglar, lo llevé para arriba y fue lo mismo, así como tú dices. Yo me fui de viaje, fui como 3 o 4 veces a Nueva York, anduve por allá por Chicago y cuando regresé que fui para buscarlo igual, no había nada. Me lo llevé y ¿tú sabes dónde quedó? Yo creo que ha de tener un montón de retoños ya. Pues lo enterraron por ahí en una construcción allá arriba por la... Le pasó una de 11 por arriba.
KM4 UJX Friday. De madre, man, esto no es fácil. No es fácil, 55. Este hobby es fun, pero si no hay resources for repairs, it's worthless.
Nah, ahorita voy a poner un taller otra vez. AG4, Jason.
Perdona, 55, que tenía una llamada ahí.
Brother, que perdona ni que perdona. Tranquilo, ¿qué pasa? Aquí todo el mundo tiene sus múltiples ocupaciones. Igual que yo, voy a servirme otro.
Dale, que el material está bueno.
Siempre. Si no está bueno, no lo consuma. Bueno, aquí habían 20 gente y 2 platicando. ¿Dónde está el resto? Se fueron para los 2 palitos.
No sé, porque yo nunca oigo a nadie ahí en los 2 palitos.
I just gotta put my antenna back up, but I'm usually on 19.
I've been monitoring 19 and 10 during the day. Maybe during the week you hear a couple of the guys allá para Westchester and para allá, los camioneros, pero 19, the only one I've talked to so far is Ruben.
Ahí no hay nadie. La gente está en el 10. Generalmente por la mañana, ahí cuando salen los muchachos que van para el puerto, tú sabes, están ahí 2 o 3 en el canal 10. La gente que está en canal 15 es esporádica. La gente que está en el 25 son los de allá de Fort Lauderdale, tú sabes, que son los kamikaze de ahí de Fort Lauderdale. En el 38 siempre hay condiciones en el LSB, tú sabes, siempre que tú metes un gatillazo ahí, te sale alguien para contestarte. Vaya, me ha pasado a mí, vaya, que siempre que yo entro ahí en el LSB 38, será porque es que, bueno, No sé. Es que las 6 pastillas son muy violentas.
Bueno, aquí en el 19 por la noche ha salido unas cuantas gente cuando yo tenía la antena puesta aquí en Jometea, pero no sé, tengo que ya ver si pongo la antena otra vez de los 11 metros, pero ahí salían como 4 o 5 gente aquí de vez en cuando por la noche.
Walkie-talkie, ahí en Kendall, walkie-talkie, está el martillo, está, ¿quién más? Tu amigo Pangola, 2 o 3 por ahí que están saliendo. Hay unos cuantos que siempre salen ahí en Canal 10, ahí de Kendall, siempre están haciendo su conversa, yo lo oigo de vez en cuando en vez, cuando prendo el radio ese.
Ahí están en el 10, pero están fumados.
Ellos se llevan ahí el walkie-talkie con el martillo, el otro muchacho que está atrás. Hay 2 o 3 más que salieron nuevos que están ahí en la zona Kendall, están ahí en radio pelado con ellos ahí, entonces arman sus rueditas entre ellos, ¿tú sabes?
Ya, ahora mismo ahí en el 10 están ahí, pero para acá abajo salen muy poco ahí. La señal de ellos está bien débil para acá.
Ellos están en Kendall. Yo lo oigo aquí bajido, 2, 3 unidades, 4 unidades, cuando yo es que no tengo nada puesto y no voy a poner. Y para allá abajo, imagínate, a 20 millas también ahí, de Kendall está en el medio de aquí, Homestead. Así que, imagínate. Ellos están por ahí, ellos están cerca entre ellos ahí.
Oye, lo mejor que eso tiene, lo que tú dijiste, Channel 38 ahí en Lower Side Band y el 28 en AM, ahí hay buenos DX ahí, es lo que te puedo decir. Lo demás, pues más o menos.
Sí, eso es lo que hay, tú sabes. Cuando estoy por ahí, eso es lo que hay. Yo sí, como soy vago, aquí en el escritorio de los asuntos ya resueltos, entonces le doy un poco al dial, tú sabes, para allá, para acá, para arriba, para abajo, en LSB, USB. Para eso tengo los radios, bro. Aparte, yo soy radio aficionado, me gusta andar en todos lados.
Quédate ahí, Rolly, Channel 38 ahí en Lower Side Band y el 28 en AM.
No tengo aquí en el carro, yo tengo el carro ahora aquí, ¿ven? I'm not home right now, pero no tengo sideband anyway, porque en la casa nada más tengo el 55, eso porque compré el Ranger, para tener the capability, and I like that old school Ranger, pero that didn't work out too well.
Oye, yo me compré, creo que Corey también tiene uno, el 2950 CD. Es el mismo Ranger viejo, pero tiene un display ahí, como tipo LED de colores ahí. Y ya. Y con eso ahí ya yo muevo la otra cosita y ya.
A ver si vamos para allá en Martin. Yo voy a decir, mira, bro, this is what we're gonna happen. Dame por lo menos un 2950, pierdo ya 70, que de verdad no me hacía falta el amplificador del 70. Me antojé ahí para comprarlo ahí con whatever, un impulse buy. Pero por lo que me tienen un 2950 que esté bien o algo, ya para la mierda, bro. Let's see, I don't know. Let's see how Tuesday, como tengo, si tengo el moño virado o no.
El Forest Ranger, dile que te dé el nuevo, el 2950 CD ese, que vale como $2.50 ahí. No sé si te da para drivear lo otro, pero bueno.
Eso drivea lo que sea, bro.
Él me llamó y me ofreció bueno, Rolly, tenemos aquí un Ranger que hace 500 vatios, no sé qué, si quiere, nos quedamos con el 2970 y lo botamos, me da, creo que me dijo 380 o algo así, y te damos ese Ranger. I was like, bro, that's not gonna happen. Yo pensé que me ibas a llamar para ofrecerme el Ranger ese para el mojón que me hiciste ahí. Pero no, parece que están tratando de a ver si yo I give up or I don't know what, pero it ain't gonna happen.
Pero fue que tú llevaste ese radio para darle un ajuste y ellos lo jodieron ahí. ¿Eso fue lo que pasó?
No, yo como un niño apurado para conectarlo, lo tenía corriendo bien, no problem. Y yo dije, let me change power supplies. Y con la mujer hablando, yo en el teléfono no, ni sé con quién estaba hablando. Y me equivoqué el polarity. Entonces me llevé la pastilla. Él lo arregló. Arreglándolo, he took it upon himself to take it off AB class and make it C class, which is no good for sideband. He told me, I didn't know that you wanted it for sideband, so bueno, me lo llevé, no me dijo que él hizo eso, lo puse en el buró, trabajó, pero estaba oscilando, sonó extraño, lo dejé sentado un rato encendido y casi coge candela. Pasó como 40 minutos que yo pasé por el cuarto y había un olor extraño. Y cuando fui para el cuarto dije, coño, un olor ahí, miré, the smoke alarm wasn't going off. I go, bueno, okay. I walked away, I waited 20, 30 minutes later, whatever. I came back to the room y hasta el cuarto había calor. I go, wait a minute, something is bad here, bro. Y me puse a tocar todo. Pero cuando llegué para la esquina del buró, de la mesa, había un calor en esa esquina que cuando toqué el Ranger, it literally burned my fingertips. And all the wax melted from the inside of the radio and went out the radio on top of the box that I had the radio on. So that's what happened there, man. That radio got way too hot. It's impossible. That radio, I don't think it's ever going to get back to the way it was.
No, coño, si es lo que, como tú dices, yo no creo que ese radio vuelva a vivir, o sea, lo mismo ahí. Si smells, you know, that much.
Yo no creo. Para mí, yo le di la oportunidad para ver si la quería reparar, porque yo dije, man, you didn't ask me to convert it from AB or to C. You know, you should have called me. Entonces, no, but I didn't know you wanted it for sideband. I go, well, yeah, it's actually pretty much the reason why I wanted that radio, because of the sideband capability I don't have. Entonces, yo tengo un HF rig ahí, pero I'm not going to be using that for 11. And the radio almost caught fire, man. So, imagínate, no sé qué van a hacer ahí, pero llamé ayer. Y me dijo, como le dije a todo el mundo, we're going to go broke trying to fix this radio. We're going to see if we send it to Ranger. So, I don't know how long that's going to take. This has been going on since May 15th or so. Since May. The middle of May, maybe May 20th. And we're still with no radio.
Vamos a ver ahí. Que para que tú lo llames y diga que lo envió al Ranger ahí. Y ya. Y ahí a lo mejor se acaba la historia ahí.
I don't know. Vamos a ver. I hope they can fix. I don't know what's going to happen, bro. But if that's going to take another 3-4 months, you know, I'm not down with that. You know, no estoy para esperar 3-4 meses más, man. So the right thing is they should replace it, you know, with something else. I don't know what. I'm open for that, pero they have not offered that. Lo que me ofrecieron es, dame 400 pesos más y te doy un Ranger que tengo ahí que hace no sé cuánto en wattaje, que no me importa. Yo tengo un 2x6, tengo un 24 pastillas, tengo un por 4, un 1x4, y tengo un 4 pastillas ahí de Fatboy también. So, de amplificadores no me hace falta. Lo que I want the radio, you know. So, I don't know.
Yo nunca he ido a ese lugar, nunca, men. No, he bregado por acá, con todo por acá, pero nunca he ido ahí. Yo creo que ya no voy.
No, yo creo que ese tipo ha fumado mucha mierda y ha cogido mucha nota y ya se le fue el clutch. Hold on, give me a second. ¿Quién es ese screwdriver?
El destornillador.
screwdriver.
Sí, eso allá en Fort Lauderdale, allá, screwdriver.
Ese hombre por los radios ya no es como antes. Ese hombre está tiembla cuando está bregando los radios ya. A mí me cogí un Ranger ahí que Felipe lo compró, pagó casi 500 pesos por él y se lo llevó, y el radio tenía un problema, y Felipe me regaló el radio a mí, yo se lo llevé a él, y estuvo casi 2 meses y pico con el radio, y llamando a otra persona, que si sabía, que si esto, que esto otro. Y el radio lo que tenía era que cuando tú le quitabas la tapa, el radio trabajaba bien. Y cuando le ponía la tapa para atrás, el radio se descontrolaba. Y hasta lo último, no sé qué él le hizo, que me llamó a buscar, me mandó a buscar el radio. Y yo antes que se jodiera, lo puse en el internet y lo vendí. Yo creo que ese tipo ya ha cogido mucha nota, yo lo vi ahí, yo no tengo nada contra él, siempre ha sido un amigo con él y él conmigo, pero ya la nota, brother, ya el cloche está quemado, se le llevó las tapas, tiene las válvulas malas, ese tipo ya está de morrón que llaman, ese tipo ya, perdona la palabra, pero I think que ya es lo que está. Yo llegué el primer día y estaba tirando videos de un radio al metro, y él se cree que es un artista, un rockstar. Y el muchacho ahí mandándome callar ahí 2 veces, y le digo, yo, bro, what's up with you? Mandándome callar, que el tipo está tirando videos, yo me limpio los cojones con el video y todo el mundo. Yo estoy aquí él me dijo, ven para acá para arreglar el radio, viene de 60 millas. Y estoy aquí 1 hora esperando que Hansen y Raúl tire el video ahí de radio que está ahí. 1 hora esperando. Después lo que me hizo fue un mojón. Llévale el radio ese al gordo, como dijo 55. Ese radio el gordo te lo gela, porque el gordo trabaja en esos radios ahí en el screwdriver, y el screwdriver ahí no sabe nada, lo que sabe son los técnicos esos que tenía. Él tenía un americanito ahí que era tremendo mecánico ahí radio, man. Pero el gordo llévaselo al gordo para que tú veas que el gordo te jala ese radio. Este es el problema, Fruto. Si hago eso, ya le quito la responsabilidad a ellos. Ya ellos se limpian las manos, me dan mis 215 pesos, me jodieron el radio, me ponían unas pastillas, que yo tenía pastillas originales Toshiba, non-red dot, original 2SC 2290s, y ahora lo llevo para allá, y ellos se limpian las manos, tú sabes, I mean, I don't know, I feel like that's not the right move to make, I don't know. Pero siempre pasa, ese hombre delante de mí, él le vendió un lineal a un americano, y el americano pagó casi $4,000 y pico, y como a los 2 o 3 días, el lineal lo trajo para atrás, y se lo dejó, y le dijo que él tenía pérdida, y que le había quemado las pastillas, que si esto, bueno, le pusieron todas las pastillas nuevas, y el hombre se llevó el lineal, y por poco le quema la casa. Cuando prendió el lineal explotó dentro de la casa. El hombre, no sé, que le tenía un abogado que lo iba a demandar, que si esto, que esto otro, porque tener los recibos, y tuvo que devolverle el dinero al americano, se lo tuvo que devolver. A mí me cogió con un cobra 200, se lo llevé para cambiarle las pastillas, y en la mesa cogió el radio candela, se quemó, y tuvo que pagármelo. KF4UJX, ¿qué caso es? Imagínate, conmigo no me ofrecieron eso. Hasta ahora me ofrecieron, nos quedamos con el radio y lo botamos, dame 400 pesos y te doy un radio usado, que es un Ranger no sé qué, que hace 400 vatios, no sé. I was like, no, man, si ahora tú me dices, coge este radio, perdona que te jodí el radio, llévate este. And I said, okay, fine. Even if he would have told me $150, $200, I might do it. Pero to pay $400 on top of $215 on top of $300, I'm in almost $1,000 for a friggin' 10, 11 meter radio. Are you nuts?
Pero no te metas, Rolly, porque esos Rangers, ese Ranger ese que traen el lineal ahí de 400, 200 y 500 vatios, no te metas en eso, que esos radios salieron malos. Vas a tener problemas que se acabó.
Ese es miedo mío, con el permiso ahí de 55 Rubin. Ese miedo mío, meterme un rayo de eso, que yo nunca me ha gustado los rayos con amplificadores. Yo traje uno con Blue Thunder, que pasamos un mes y medio, que le cambiamos la pastilla de 2290 a los 2879, que nunca trabajó bien. Tiraba pico de 250, 300 vatios, pero nunca sonaba bien en sideband y en AM estaba un poquito extraño. Nunca le dimos pie con bola ahí, que fíjate, lo vendí. Lo puse en eBay ahí for parts not working, se vendió. Para mí es mejor tener un radio que tenga MOSFET o dual final, algo que es un good exciter, tú sabes, pero con ese amplificador integrado, I don't know, man.
Eso no sirve. No sirve. Casi todos esos radios, las personas que yo he visto que los han comprado, han tenido problemas. Se van afuera de frecuencia y es tremenda bobera, man. Tremenda. Yo esos radios no los quiero ni regalado.
Por eso te digo, pídele el 2950 ese que es nuevo, que no tiene amplificador. Es nuevo, ese vino nuevo ahí de paquete ahí. Pídele eso y ya.
Voy a ver cuál es ese, man. You said 2950 CD?
Yeah, 2950 CD. Pídele un radio de eso que es igual que el Ranger viejo, lo único que cambia es el display ahí. Y ya, y no tiene amplificador ni nada ahí y sale bueno.
Bueno, el 2950 es tremendo radio por ahí. La única diferencia del 2970 es que el 2970 tira un poquito más, pero el 2950 es tremendo radio.
Oh, mira, aquí dice, están a $400, brother, yeah. 2950 CD, Charlie Delta.
Salen como en 2.5 ahí, yo lo he conseguido en 2.5, nuevo. Eso hay que ver si todavía los tiene, porque sacaron otro 2950 que es el DX6, que tira como 100 vatios.
Ahí, la última vez que me puse a hablar de esto por el radio, el flaco, el bar me llamó, metiéndome guapería.
Silencio.
Oye, Robert, I'm listening. El tipo me llamó con guapería, que no iba a arreglar nada y me iba a devolver el dinero. I go, bro, eso no va a ir bien. I'm not going to accept that.
I don't even like the new 2950, the DX6. That one does 100 watts.
It's just sitting over there.
Go ahead, buy me a Galaxy 95D.
Sí, pero eso tiene un lineal también, como un 2970.
Sí, pero es un Galaxy.
Galaxy no me gusta mucho because they tend to drift. Los 2950 and the 2970s don't do that. Yo le compré el 2950 que yo tengo aquí, me salió el radio $300 más $40 de pick and tune. So, me salió 340 el 2950 CD que yo tengo aquí.
Sí, aquí estoy mirando que están a 350. The 2950 CD.
Yep, I bought mine from Bill. And it was like the last one, I don't know if he still had some, but he had another 2950 DX6 that has RT1s that does 100 watts. but I didn't want that one. That one was more money. I said, just give me the regular 2950 CD with the 520 MOSFET.
Sí, lo que tiene el IRS 520 es... I'll probably do that on Tuesday. Yo voy a llamarlo ahí, oye, bro, vamos a hacer algo. Este mojón ya no estoy para esto. Que vamos a ver si hacemos un cambalache ahí, damos un 2950, whatever you have there, que está bueno, nuevo, whatever. Y ya, para quitarme esto de arriba, porque ya yo me conozco, ya yo veo el principio de una explosión y no, I'm trying not to get there.
The thing about the 2950 CD, that the numbers light up. It's not like the old ones that the background lights up in orange.
Rolly.
The numbers light up in blue, and then the bars light up in red and green instead of black.
Rolly.
Él lo tiene ahí a $2.99, Rolly. Sí, pero te estoy diciendo, Rubén, el que yo compré ahí me salió 300 más $40 para Pick and Tune.
Cuando yo compré el 95 me costó $600. Me costó $65 el Red Devil que le puse. Más me compré un 575 que costó $90. Más le di... Me gasté una pila de pesos. Pero nunca me ha dejado botado. Y mira que yo lo anduve en el camión y lo usaba de driver para el 16 pastillas en el camión. Después cuando tenía una plantica ahí, metí un SB200, un Hickit, y con él lo driveaba. Y con eso andaba en el camión. Yo era un loco para el carajo, brother, con esa bobería. Pero sí, esos radios son buenos, porque son, no sé, a mí nunca me ha dejado botado, nunca he tenido problemas con él, nunca se ha quemado, y cada vez que lo pongo al metro, brother, ahí están los guas, y la mula, chacho, eso tiene un swing de 3 para 300, imagínate.
Mira, yo estoy contento con el Galaxy 55 HP mío, Este radio nunca me ha fallado. Ahora tiene los relojes, que tenía un problema de King Circuit, y ahora el tipo se está quedando mudo. Te digo, bro, esto no es fácil. Uno entra, arregla una cosa de otro.
Cualquier día de esto pongo un CB Shop. Y me traigo a Mikey para que trabaje. ¿Tú crees que ese gordo viene a trabajar aquí todos los días?
Yo le hablé de eso hace poco. Bro, yo pongo un almacén, compro todo, ponemos algo ahí para janguear y arreglar cosas. The right way, you know. So, that's super cool, pero tú sabes, yo no voy a poner un dinerazo y confiar con alguien que no va a hacer las cosas correctas, men. Y esas notas y esas cosas, eso está bueno una vez a la semana, que tú tienes que trabajar el próximo día. Yo entiendo todo eso. Yo trabajo en un club. I know. A mí me puede dar un cuento a mí de coger notas, pero there's a time and place for everything. Y yo no creo que él tiene el control y la disciplina para eso. No.
That's right.
Va a poner 15, 20 lucas en un lugar ahí para que un tipo venga a coger notas, a meterse de trago. No, man. Hell no.
No, ya para eso tiene que ser, tú sabes, una conversación seria, una sola, nada de, no, porque no, una sola, se hace o no se hace, no se hizo, y ya más nada.
Espérate, aquí llegó el socio mío aquí, con el camión este que le estoy trayendo una pieza aquí. Give me one second. KF4UJX.
Pero no, con el tambuche no vale la pena, porque ese tú le llevas un rayo ahí y se demora arreglarlo. Lo arregla cuando él quiere.
Y ahí el detalle, sí. Ahí el detalle, bro. Por eso es que está como está, tú sabes. Él habla mucho, pero hace poco. Entonces, nadie tiene voluntad de hacerle nada. ¿Tú sabes por qué? Porque es muy boca floja. Tú sabes, habla demasiado y hace poco. Y es demasiado show y no hace nada. Así que imagínate, es una mala inversión. Uno quisiera, tú sabes, porque desgraciadamente tiene, tú sabes, digamos un poquito de inteligencia, porque no es todo, tú sabes. Y pueda que tenga retentiva y pueda que tenga las habilidades para desarrollarla. Pero su enfermedad es bien pesada y esa cruz él no puede con ella, tú sabes. Así que con ella se va a morir. Y ahí, siendo rentista, con un montón de ideas que se las quitaron y otra gente haciendo dinero con las ideas de él, con la posibilidad de construir una buena compañía, una buena compañía de desarrollo, lo mismo, una compañía de electrónica. No, eso no can do. No can do.
No, si ya yo no... Antes que cogiera su cheque de loco, vendía todas las cosas, ahora no quiere vender nada. Le digo el otro día, yo tengo un radio ahí que te interesa. Yo le dije, sí, nada. Pero ya yo no pierdo el tiempo con él.
Bueno, así mismo es. Ya no se puede, como dice, mira, hay mucha gente que dice ahí que no se puede gastar pólvora en tiñosa.
WT4JKX, ¿sí? Ya yo no pierdo el tiempo ahí. Y él me dijo, no, tengo un radio aquí que lo quiere comprar, sí. Ah, no sé dónde está, lo tengo que buscar. Ya lleva meses así con la misma cosa.
Y va a llevar mucho tiempo. Es una lástima, tú sabes, pero bueno. Es una lástima, pero bueno. No sé. Habemos personas que quisiéramos aprovechar, tú sabes, su inteligencia y ayudarlo a salir adelante. Pero él solo se pone el candado en la puerta, brother.
Yo prefiero saber lo que él sabe para yo cerrar el radio y todas esas cosas, pero viste eso, ahí él sabe muchas cosas y no quiere hacer nada y pierde ahí, pero si yo hubiera sabido lo que él sabe así, yo hubiera ganado dinero en esa cosa.
Imagínate. Ya. Déjalo por allá donde está, que está bien, y nosotros estamos por acá en la otra situación. Y con las buenas tardes, las buenas noches, esta es G4JH, Alfa Golf Ford, Juliet Hotel, en vivo desde la ciudad de Medley, Okeechobee, la 106. Ya ratito que no tiraba pelota, brother, y nos pusimos un par de horas ahí con un socio a tirarnos pelota y bate con esa, oye, yo tengo los ojos que no aguanto.
Tan caritos los 29.50 eso.
Bueno, si tú lo comparas en otro lugar, valen como 2.80, 2.70 por ahí.
Oye, puede ser, no, ahí tienen uno preparado con el Tijuana Ford y todo y eso, quieren 3.49 por él. Son buenos. Yo tenía el primer radio que yo tuve fue el 29.50, tremendo, man.
Yo siempre he tenido Ranger, brother. Desde que llegué aquí fue el primer radio mío. No, miento. El primer radio mío cuando yo llegué aquí, mi gran amigo que Dios lo tenga en la gloria, Marielito, no sé si se acuerdan del Mariel, que siempre andaba un cadilón viejo grande con un Sweet 16 y un President Grant. Brother, ese fue el primer radio que me regaló, fue un navajo, bro, de 40 canales, y siempre nos llevaba, como él vivía ahí en la 68, y yo vivía ahí enfrente al Amelia Park, él siempre, yo tenía una antenita esa, no ground, un bastoncito que le dicen, y de ahí con él hablamos casi todas las noches ahí, a la 1, 2 de la mañana y eso, porque como él tenía un bastoncito también en el balcón de ahí del edificio donde él vivía. Era un vacilón, brother. Era un vacilón todas las noches. No, ahí se metían 40 gente y pues así, poquito a poco, ahí empezamos. Eso te estoy hablando de 97, 98 por allá. Miento. 88, 89, perdón. Porque ya en el 90 yo tenía los Rangers andando aquí. Eso te estoy hablando 88, 89 por ahí. Escucha para allá. Y después, oye, tremenda gente, brother. Tremenda gente, Marielito. Yo todavía tengo 5 Rangers. Tengo 2 2970 y 3 2950.
Oye, pues, no, a mí me gustó más el 2950 que el 2970, porque el 2970 trajo muchos problemas. Y no es la primera vez. Yo había un hombre ahí que tenía un 2970 y el radio, olvídate que te trabajaba en AM, pero en Saiban, tremenda basura. Se descontrolaban todo completamente. Pero el 2970, fíjate que yo lo traje de Nueva York ese radio. Y cuando vine aquí, Camagüey tenía un lineal atrás de la yarda del tirado, que yo no sé si tú llegaste a conocer a Cocodrilo, que Cocodrilo era sobrino de Camagüey y era el que usaba ese lineal. Y Camagüey se lo quitó y me lo vendió a mí por 160 pesos. Pero aquel lineal estaba preparado para empujar yo no sé cuántos kilos que Camagüey lo había preparado. Oye, y yo con el 2970, yo di pela por este Miami que se acabó.
Qué buenos años, ¿no?
No, y lo lindo no es nada, 55, que ese radio no traía caja ni nada, el lineal, yo le mandé a hacer la caja, quedó precioso, lo usé, le puse los tubos nuevos, en aquel tiempo los tubos estaban baratos, le metí los tubos nuevos, lo que tenían en ese lineal, lo que tenía eran 4 tubos nada más, y se los puse nuevos, y al tiempo se lo vendía al Dragoman ese que arreglaba el radio, se lo vendí por 700 pesos.
¿Viste eso? Qué buena historia tiene uno, bro.
Salí del 55, porque por poco me mata 2 veces. Ese lineal me ha dado 2 azotes a mí, que si no es porque la candela me sale por la punta de los dedos, me paraliza el corazón.
Ay, a mí casi me coge de candela el camión por estar de comemieta tirando carga en el truck stop de Gary, Indiana, allá arriba en el norte, con la gente de Chicago, oye, la gente de Chicago, de ahí de Cleveland, de Gary, toda esa área, oye, ahí hay una civiciada ahí que tú no tienes idea. Y yo estaba en el parqueo ahí de Gary, Indiana, en el truck stop, en el Petro. Y yo me acuerdo, bro, que estaba allá en lo último atrás, allá, para todo no molestar a la gente, mañana estaba dando casi 3,000 guayas ahí del camión, tú sabes, con 2 gobernadores, acá era, bro, uno era un loco para el carajo. Y al rato empieza, oh, huele a quemado, muchacho.
Oye, la última que me pasó a mí fue que yo había mandado a buscar los tubos nuevos y yo pues vine, descargué los tubos Yo tenía un atornillador bien grande, muchacho, que cuando lo descargaba parecía una bomba atómica cuando explotaba la carga que tenía ese aparato. Entonces, lo había pagado, pero que cuando fui a salir, la mujer mía viene y me dice a mí que si quería café, me trae la taza de café. Con el codo le ha metido el switch y yo creía que lo había pagado rápidamente y yo lo apagué, 55. Y cuando la mujer mía viene de allá para acá, agarro el tubo yo tenía la mano pegada al tubo. Yo me quedé pegado, yo vi la estrella, la taza de café, yo no sé por dónde fue a salir. De ahí para allá, muchacho, cállate la boca. Y yo dije, no, espérate, este me va a matar a mí. El primero que salga por ahí, yo se lo voy a hacer. Y viene el americano y me dice, el hermano mío quiere comprarte el lineal. Le digo, ¿cuánto me da? Y me dice, bueno, 700 pesos él te ofrece. Le digo, ok, está bien, que me traigo los 700 pesos y se lleve el lineal. Oye, como a las 3:30 de la tarde el hombre apareció, yo creí que era relajando y me dijo, te voy a dar 700 pesos por el lineal. Digo, ok, está bien. Me dio los 700 pesos, se lo llevó. Yo no sé qué hizo con el lineal, porque el hombre trabajaba arreglando radio por allá por Nueva York, yo no sé. Pero yo sé que salí del, oye, 700, yo pagué 160 pesos por ahí, le saqué 3 veces el lineal a ese hombre.
No, tenía que ser así, bro, si no te mata.
Tengo aquí un KLP de tira 1000 vatios en sideband y tira como 900 vatios en AM. Y ese yo no tengo que preocuparme, ese lineal tú lo prendes y tú puedes meter la mano adentro de él, porque a la vez que tú lo apagas, él te tumba toda la carga. Y es una delicia. No tengo que estar preocupándome que si tiene carga, pero con todo eso, cuando yo lo abro, yo lo toco por encimita nada más por si acaso, pero nunca me ha dado problema ese lineal. Eso es una de estos. Ellos tienen una bobina adentro ahí, uno de estos que cuando tú lo apagas, él recoge toda la carga y la carga se queda metida ahí. Pero es tremendo. Ese es el que se llama el Hey Power, yo olvido el nombre ahora, yo sé que es P algo, y te aguanta toda la carga y tira bueno el lineal ese para afuera.
Doy 20 pesos por él.
A ese yo pagué, cuando yo lo compré ese lineal, pagué, creo que fueron 650 pesos que pagué por el lineal ese.
Coño, está bueno, sí. 200 pesos por el uso, 100 pesos por tenerlo ya guardado hace 420, otros 100 pesos por, tú sabes, por el deterioro que viene de estar guardado y nada, así mismo, 100 pesos.
Que puede ser, con el mismo dinero compré este que yo tengo y lo tengo ahí de exhibición. No hablo de esto porque cuando a la 27455 ahí lo prendo y le tiro a los muchachos por ahí para abajo y me gusta, tú sabes. Lo único que tiene el lineal este que tengo que usarlo con un radio que te tire 100 vatios y que tire un promedio de 30 vatios en AM, porque si no te lo empuja.
Tú sabes que te lo empuje, tú sabes, está feo, así que imagínate.
Me gusta, muchacho, ese lineal cuando tú le metes un radio ahí y tú lo tuneas, tiene una luz colorada, que la luz se pone que es un tomate de color ahí. Y eso es, olvídate, cuando tú lo tuneas ahí lo pones en 300 vatios en pi. 300 vatios en pi en AM nada más, y cuando tú aprietas te metes un fuetazo casi a 1000 vatios.
Oye, QSL ahí, QSL. Permíteme, bro, voy a servirme otro ahí. A ver si los muchachos retornan. ¿Es G4 JH?
Ok, Kilo Juliet 4 Zulu India, Guardia Fruto, voy a estar fuera un momento, voy a ver si hay algo en la cocina que beber o que comer. Han invitado.
KF4 UJX Mobile. Blow it out your ass. Alright. I try, I don't got a fart right now, but I'll definitely do my best, sir. What's going on, Robert? How you doing, bro? I forgot to go by 3 times. Tomorrow I'll shoot this guy a text, let him know that you got those other 2, and the Chargers didn't come in, you said? Batteries. The batteries came in? No, the batteries are what hasn't come in. The Charger's been here for a few days now. The 6-bay? Ah, okay. Alright, bro. A ver si mañana ahí... I'm gonna relax tonight, bro. I'm freaking beat up. Tomorrow I'll swing by at one point or something and pick that up. Give me a minute. I need to refill my cup. Uh-oh. No drinking for me tonight. I'm flying low, keeping it under the radar. All right. My cup runneth over.
Good deal. Good deal.
Now, bro, I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Hey, I got 2 separate orders of batteries missing. Shells missing. Shorty antennas. I got a bunch of shit that's, I don't know what's going on with USPS. So a bunch of stuff that's on slow. Entonces I got coming in 6 radios and a Motorola bank charger. Hopefully there won't be a problem with that. That's on its way in. Pero, no sé, I don't know. It said all that stuff was supposed to be here Friday, and then all of a sudden it's marked delayed. No further explanation.
Yeah, you know what, nigga? That happened to me already. This last week I had, the bird was delayed. Jet ski cover that I bought from Yamaha, it was delayed. I ordered a couple radios from Harris. They were delayed 4 extra days. It said that it was delayed, but don't worry, it was still arriving. It all showed up today, but it was delayed like 4 days, man. No excuse, no nothing. It was just in limbo.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I don't know what's up. But we shall see. In the meantime, I put up that HF radio on offer up. Got a couple of nibbles. People interested. Pero a lot of them can't read.
Well, I don't know. As of right now, I have that Yaesu rig there that's brand new. I don't know if I have any motivation to even get that thing online. I ain't gonna get rid of it, but for now, bro, with the headaches lately, with between bells, Yaesu, with the FTM 350, that they keep telling me, oh, this week they'll call you. The radio sat in quarantine, like if the radio was sick, for like 2 weeks. So it's been a month waiting for that radio. So man, I'm a little demotivated with getting into anything else than what I'm involved in now. Because you know me, bro. I've been cojon una vez, I put everything in boxes, and that's it, bro. It's over.
Well, if you ever want to sell that big boy, you let me know. that's a cool freaking radio. Pero lo otro, yeah, I was listening to your saga there with bells. That's bullshit, bro.
Yeah, bro. No, and when I got upset about it, Bud called me all insulted. I heard you talking here. I was like, bro, I'm not talking crap or anything. You guys all know me for a long time. I'm not a shit talker. I'm not a falta de respeto. I don't do nombrete. I don't juego de mano. I don't do none of that stuff, bro. I'm pretty black and white, bro. And I just want what's right and what's right, that's it. Pretty simple.
Yeah, that's why radio shops around here have all pretty much failed. They all work off of some kind of dishonesty. That's why they've all failed, man. Think about it. NNG, how many people did they piss off? That guy that's left in downtown, I don't know if he's even in business, but last I heard, that guy had a pretty foul attitude. Concord, another asshole, out of business. Venecom, long history of ripping people off.
Okay, well, I don't know. They get into business and then they got a lifestyle they can't maintain. I don't know what their deal is, but I mean, bro, when this guy called me, that what he offered me was like, wow, man, it's like if he spit in my face, kicked me in the balls, and took off. Like, what's up with that, man? I went over there, I paid for whatever, I paid for what needed to be paid. You repaired what needed to be repaired, but it didn't work out, So, I don't know. I don't think that radio's gonna get fixed, bro. I think they're just letting it go, and they think that I'm just gonna wither away and forget about it. I'm not gonna discuss strategic plans or nothing, but I hope it doesn't get to that point where, it's gotta get stupid for nothing,
Yeah, speaking of which, I guess Larry's going to sit there and write out the I'm not going to pay card, which is fine by me because it's 7% interest.
Oh, really? He actually took that route? What a dipshit. Wow. Yeah, Jesus Christ, man. Ese otro que tiene la mente, no sé, brother. Un hombre con 50 y pico años arriba, dueño de una compañía de grúa. Tienen, contratos a todos lados, tienen rotation. They has no reason to do something like that. El tipo se entretiene poniendo fotos en WhatsApp. Mira, look at what I towed. Una foto de un flatbed con un Maserati. Una foto con un flatbed con un Ferrari. No sé qué. It's like, nigga, who gives a shit? Work. I mean, what is el alarde? What is that? Es una cosa que me cae. Besides, none of my business what another man does with his time and his crap, pero esa alarde, brother. Entonces están aquí no pagando una cosa que lo que le está explotando en la cara, I don't get it, bro. I don't do business like that, man.
I reached out to him. Oh, yeah. Okay, there. I don't know why the radio's beeping. I talked to somebody over there, which is... You heard Tipoete. He said that he's like one of the owners or something. I don't know. Or office man. I don't know. Y el tipo no me ha respondido. So, I mean, I gotta do the right thing. Y entonces, certified letter. Certified letter and advising him, hey, this is what went on. Here it is. This is what you owe me. If you decide not to pay, remember that there's a 7% interest rate. And then I might just go and sue you again, and then you'll have to pay more court charges. Just letting you know.
You've been a gentleman, bro. In my book, you've done everything the right way, bro. The one that's being careless and negligent is him. KF4UJX, righty. I remember when we called him, because you told me, I called him immediately. Oh, yeah, bro, I got a good friend of mine. He's like a family member. He's at your office.
Guys, you know, he might not look like he could be a problem, but I promise you, looks are deceiving with this guy. This guy will do his homework, he will do his due diligence, and I'm leaning to that he's 99% correct. Because when this guy calls me, you know, he's pretty accurate, bro. Like, I'm talking straight up, you know, sniper style. Doesn't miss a shot. And I think you should take care of it. He contemplated a little too long, and look at where it got him, you know?
Vamos a ver lo que pasa. You know, I'm kind of laid back with it right now, porque basically what's going to happen is September, I'm not teaching. So that's when I'll start collecting all the money that people owe me.
Tell me what that's like. I'd like to know.
What do you mean?
Having people pay you back.
Well, shit. The thing is, Frank Financial, man, is they're definitely a what do they call it? Equal opportunity lender. And as you can see, sometimes that doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm here at Sergio's, and he's like, yeah, I know.
Oye, con todo el billete que tienen alguna gente, que hay gente que gana buen billete en Miami. We ain't talking about Mauricio here.
Yeah, I heard these elevator guys are doing pretty good.
Fuck yeah! I heard some crazy shit, like $80 an hour and shit.
Yo soy un muerto.
Sí, después que pasaron cinco negritas por tu casa, ¿eh?
Bueno, yo voy a hablar con una negra esta para que te tiemble, para que se te quite la jodienda esa con las negras. Te va a coger una negra, se te va a poner el pollo caliente arriba y te va a venir en 3 seconds flat y no va a hacer lo que hacer. No vas a saber lo que hacer. No jodas, coño.
No, bro, it won't work. Trust me, it won't work. Lo más cerquita que ha salido a maybe hubiera trabajado es con la que tenía Frank. Pero fuera de eso, it just don't work. It's just like, oh, hey, what's up? Okay. That's it. Ahí no hay fiesta, no hay luz de bengala, nobody's honking the horn, nothing.
Ya me van a quitar la viejita.
So what are you talking about? You already got rid of her.
That's true.
Oh man, that one was going on. You know, obviously, first of all, it was the eye candy, and then when you talk to her, a bone didn't fly out of her mouth. I was impressed. I was like, wow.
Coño.
Hey, aren't any of you guys getting freaking bombed with political telemarketers?
Oh my God, bro. Like 800,000 of them a day. I'm like, I voted by mail, leave me alone.
I haven't got anything. Nothing like that. I don't get no junk calls. I get this one gringa that calls me, hey, hi, can I speak with whatever? I've told her 100 times, oh, you got the wrong number, stop calling. I block it, she calls from another one, but I don't get any of those calls, bro. I don't put my number anywhere or my emails, bro, so I don't get none of. I have a very inactive phone when it comes to all that telemarketing stuff and emails.
I don't answer them, but I know I've been getting a bit more calls from numbers I don't recognize. They don't leave voicemails. Probably somewhere between 7 to 10 a day, and they don't leave voicemails. So, me imagino que es mierda de esa. And then I've gotten a couple of texts here and there. I got one today for Jimenez. You know, I was like, really?
Jimenez? He can't run again.
Yeah, but he wants you to vote for him for senator.
Okay. Yeah, after I cut off my own dick, maybe.
Yeah, that's how I feel. After the way they've handled this situation, it's like, no, just go jump off a bridge, dude.
¡Siete un puente! Sí, Jiménez, siete un puente con Mauricio.
I'm arriving at the house, man. Let me jump on the base real quick. KF4 UJX. W4 THM, the brown spot on your radio dial.
KI4 IJQ, the red spot on your radio dial.
W4 OXI, a cagar todo el mundo.
The brown stain on your radio dial.
Oh, yeah.
The hell was that?
Choking on a cigarette.
Cutter, are you trapped in your mattress?
I fell off my lawn chair.
Womp womp.
WD4JKX. Transmitting somewhere in Homestead in a lawn chair.
Cutter, everywhere. Man butter up in his hair.
Cutter, ¿por qué tú no coges el de Mauricio Mentiroso Malapaga Martínez? Why don't you say, in the back porch? Why do you have to take Robert's lawn chair? Why don't you take Mauricio's back porch? Well, the thing of the radio dial wasn't his. That was somebody else's too. J4WW. Woof.
Hey, Ken. How's it going? Okay, bye, Ken.
Ooh, what did I miss?
No, man. Ken always gets on ID, says hi, and then immediately says 7-3s. I love him. Ken.
I'm having dinner, man. But I wanted to say hi, to everybody.
I hope everything is well. Enjoy your dinner.
Well, it's an interesting evening in Homestead. I've just heard motorcycles racing, and now there's somebody running a leaf blower.
How do you know the leaf blower and the motorcycle aren't the same thing?
Oh, man, you can hear it. Versus wee, 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 wee. Kind of like when Sergio's pissed off. Oh, by the way, totally unrelated. I made a strange discovery the other day. And I'm wondering, maybe you can verify it. You have one of those UV flashlights?
I don't know. I mean, I have sources of UV light, yeah.
Well, I bought a couple off eBay. The ones with the wavelength that's really low. It really interacts with, fluids and stuff. I got them so I can find the BP stains. After a while, sometimes you miss one. And I noticed that the toys that the dogs play with the most are the ones that respond heavily to UV light.
Yes, and you know what else you can find with it, right?
All the hotel rooms you shouldn't sleep in?
To put it moderately.
Don't you need luminol for that?
UV light for fluorescence. You need
you need luminol to bring up certain things like plasma and body blood and certain things like that. But semen has properties where it fluoresces automatically on its own. We had one of the crime scene girls came in and had borrowed a sweater from another one of them, and she's in the middle of doing a wall with the large UV light, and her entire sweater was soaked and fluorescing from under the chin all the way down the front. It was phenomenal.
Oh, that could be fabric softener fluoresces also. And bleach.
In the front only, and he comes down starting at the neck. I mean, whoever had the regular sweater must have been providing a service to mankind.
Yeah, I know it'll light up certain bodily fluids, but I noticed that the dog toys that light up the most happen to be the ones that the dogs like to play with. There's like a whole box full. I mean, these dogs got like 15 different toys in there, but the ones that they're most attracted to happen to be the ones that light up. And I'm curious if it's just here, or, you know, I wonder if your dog does the same thing. You know, if you take the ones that he plays with the most and see if they light up heavily. Because that's kind of cool, because then the next time you think, you know, you're going to buy something for your dog, bring your freaking UV flashlight, light it up, and see if it reacts heavily. They obviously can see it, because as I've been sweeping around the house with it, they get annoyed by it, so they can obviously see it. So there's something there with the color spectrum that they're seeing in these dog toys that we don't.
Smelling it.
I'll try it out. Sergio says no UV lights allowed in his house.
Oh, are you kidding me? You go in there with a UV light, it's going to be like that guy that used to do paintings by throwing buckets of paint into the stream of a jet engine.
I thought you were going to get that flashlight to look for the black and brown cat.
I don't need that to look for the cat. Use a regular flashlight. Or better yet, why bother with the flashlight? Just take the freaking garden hose and look for the cat while holding the garden hose.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I still unbelieve I'm looking to see. I found parts radio, but for that 50R.
Hey, Frank, do you happen to know what Motorola HTs were made at the plant in Fort Lauderdale?
No entiendo, colega, no entiendo.
You know why dogs always sniff each other when they meet each other?
That will be a question for Mauricio to answer.
No, I'm asking you. Do you remember? I told you once. Do you remember?
No, I remember Scooter.
No, God, Scooter. Yeah, Scooter. His spirit will be here and bothering me now that you mentioned it. No, I'll tell you next time, and everyone will know. But it goes back to when they were all at the volunteer firehouse, and the alarm went off, and they all rushed out. And I'll tell you the rest later. But they're looking for the original things that they had. You know, I'll tell you the story another time.
Ed, how's the birds doing? You still got the birds?
Yellowbird got sick. the other one got sick, but this one was egg binding. She went to drop an egg and it was stuck, so my daughter picked her up and it looked like it was going to be all right, and then she died. There was no way to get it out, but so I still got Bluebird.
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear about the yellow bird. She's in a better place now, 10-7 heaven.
I hope so. She was a sweet little bird, Birds are remarkably social. Yeah, they're very smart. They usually live longer than us. They think they're going to inherit everything. Sometimes they do.
Frank, look at your phone.
Oh, that's from Moscat system.
Really? So they did a portable SCAD system using handheld?
Nope, wasn't portable. But yeah, all those CAD systems, you open them up and it's just a handheld in there. I think the ones we have at work have HD750s in them.
What I'm looking for, an HT750.
Get on eBay. They're all over eBay.
About $200.
Yeah, it's a lot of money for an HD750.
Just get one off of Mikey for like $20. Now here is the number one question. Does it require DOS?
No, I think the software for that, you can get Windows.
No cuenta con el barril, que el barril es un descarado. Let me tell you, man, I was looking at the cheapest one that I saw with the charger, and everything was like $75. And that's probably not too bad, but yeah, man. I already have I believe I have the cable. I just need the software.
That uses the professional radio CPS.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if I have that program.
Well, I can send it to you over the repeater. Piss everybody off.
All right.
Robert, were you ever around when Mauricio and I were doing the digital flow scan?
No.
That was pretty cool, man. We were doing that on, I think we were doing it on Simplex on VHF. And you would use this program, and you would just send files to each other back and forth over the air, like straight up, like PDFs and JPEGs or whatever. And we were fucking around with that for a while. It was pretty cool. CAD project, kid.
Look, Robert, three CP150s, $60.
I already saw it.
Did you see the red HT750?
No, but certain red radios bring a lot of money. Like, go see what a red MT500 goes for. That's a really hot radio because all the kids that do cosplay want that radio for Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, but how many radios do you guys need?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And those bastards never shipped out that CP200.
I want to heterodyne my heterodyne.
Bro, just call up the Chinitos. They'll send you a whole pallet.
What are y'all hollering about now, 75 BLX?
Wow, that's a really cool spark plug noise you got there.
Don't fucking tell me.
Well, let's see. Key up again, but rev the engine up. Well, it didn't change, but it sounds like a spark plug. That's weird. Any ideas, Frank?
No. But yeah, he definitely got something going on there.
That's weird because my thing doesn't have a spark plug in it.
Well, then there's something else in there. But it's a ticking noise. And, I mean, you can talk through it just fine. We can carry on a conversation just fine, but it's in there.
So, Frank, do you really have the software? 'Cause if you do, I'm going to jump on this thing, man. It's $62.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah, that's just professional CPS.
Alrighty. And there's a silence.
And then there was silence.
I need a DOS computer. You're listening to program KJ4WW.
For UJX, staying in bed, listening.
Yeah, really? Oye, te está poniendo viejo.
Coño!
Yeah, cansado, dog. Bro, I've had a day. Yo estoy ya. My body has been through some stuff, Robert. You know my history.
Yeah, but you made some good money.
Me, bro, I'm at that point that ni money casi ni motivates me, bro. I'm just like living.
To keep yourself in the best possible condition, especially in the areas where you are injured, because once it gets ahead of you, you'll be eating pain pills and everything. Try not to get to that point until way later.
Yeah, man, I just recently reinvested in a bunch of, I can't even think straight, Jesus, supplements. Multivitamins. I bought 10 pounds of protein powder, trying to do all the right stuff. I think that's what I'm out of tune, bro. I'm used to being in the gym every day. I haven't been to the gym in 4 months. So I'm starting to feel like down and slow and tired. And Monster don't even do anything. The other day I had it's a pre-workout called Jekyll and Hyde. That didn't even wake me up. So I'm at the point that I need to really start doing some working out.
man. Don't judge yourself by past performance. But start out low and slow, and stretch like crazy. Okay, and just it's better to get 10% done than try to do 50 and be sick. Okay, but take it from me. It just started with me a couple of years ago. I mean, really big time. I had bad days, but, you know, don't let it catch up with you because it might get to the point where you can't get back.
I agree, man. Wow. This COVID stuff has just, thrown me off as far as everything, man. I used to be pretty, there's no excuse. I could go out running and I could do some weights here at the house or something, or at least calisthenics. But man, it's like, it's true, it got ahead of me a little bit because I'm like lazy now. It's not that I just want to be chilling watching TV. I just don't want to do nothing, man.
Man, these idiots in Washington, I don't want to predict anything horrible, but this could tailspin our ass into something terrible in terms of the economy, not to mention the medical part of it. And we have all these idiots rioting and everything. They just need to get into a big room, seal it all up, and all start coughing and screaming, and running around in the big circle. That way, they'll destroy everything in there. But now they're giving it to everybody.
Pull back up, Doris. Oh, man. Well, I tell you, man, getting old, bro. We're getting old. And this thing with all these politicians screwing around, Damn.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to screw up. I know you guys were joking around. I'm just scared for all the younger people, And, we all work so hard to make this, to try to keep it a great country, and these guys are just going to piss it all away.
I don't know. I haven't turned on the news, but I'm going to try to stay away from the news for a few days. But it's the same crap. People complaining. It's just both sides, man. I'm tired of both sides and their bullshit. I don't know. I think they should just, as far as that thing in Portland, Oregon, every time I turn on the news about these dipshits in Portland, Oregon, they should just set down martial law, go out there, kick some ass, drop some asses on the floor, drag them all around, put them in a big cage, and call it a day.
Yeah, fuck that First Amendment.
Forget the First Amendment. They're stretching it. It's too much. It gets to a point where too much freedom is bad.
Wow, that's a horrifying sentiment.
Comunista! No, it has nothing to do with communism at all. It has to do with a bunch of liberals. All these people are crybabies. If we didn't have this, you could express yourself and, please let us know how you're feeling. I think we would be in a better place. There's got to be a limit to that. It can't be, not a communist. Hell no, I'm not communist. I'm just, look at where we're at because of feelings and hypersensitivity.
Rolly, stop. Let's stop. And, let's talk about the way Cutter and Robert sit, okay? Let's just get back to goofing around.
I agree. Robert, pick it up.
Face it, the pugs going around in a circle is just beyond a 17th century genius. And it's so repulsive. It's just amazing. When I first saw that, I couldn't hear the first 5 minutes of what he was saying because I was just laughing so hard. I practically ruined my drawers.
Robert, you want to pick it up? Frank, somebody, pick it up. KF4 UJF. What are we picking up? I don't know. We're not talking about politics tonight. Tonight is whatever. Open range.
There are none. They're all closed. Can't do that either.
Well, trying to set the point out, you know? Too much crybabies, bro. Get back to basics. Foot, there's an ass, put it to it.
I didn't vote for him.
Oh, look! I'm getting a restricted phone call at this time. I'm gonna hit ignore.
Why? Put that shit on the air, bro.
Who would call Robert at 12:20 in the morning?
Yeah, not to mention, what the fuck is wrong with people? Oh, I'm gonna call that guy and give him a piece of my mind, but I'm gonna block my number. Good luck with that.
Crybabies, Robert. Once again, on the menu is only one item, foot to ass.
Maybe they know you're a night owl.
Well, maybe they should figure out that I don't answer calls for numbers I don't recognize.
The number you have dialed is out of service.
Earlier today, checking in, slow, round table. And near the end, there was like 2 more call signs, you know. And in between the last 2, after about 7 in a row, Ronco checked in. It's always there. I had to admit, I just laughed my ass off when I heard him. Came right in, same rhythm, tone, bang, and he's gone.
Well, let's see. Why would somebody block their number at 12:20? I'm going to go with A, I'm calling to express my hatred or fear. Or B, we've kidnapped your mother and father, and you need to go to Western Union right now and send us $1,000,000 rubles.
Da, comrade.
C, he's going to give you $1,000,000 every second Saturday for the rest of your life.
Sweet.
Maybe somebody saw Mauricio wandering around the streets naked and they're calling you on his behalf.
Hey man, we found this guy with a fucked up arm on the side of the road. He's got a tattoo of a radio on his ass. And he had your phone number in his phone. You know him? Nope.
Return to sender.
For real.
I can't believe Mauricio put Robert as an emergency contact.
Did he really?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hi. I'm just curious if this is real.
Well, that's a possibility. Because there have been 2 emergencies ever since Mauricio moved down here. And I'm one of the people that he called. You know, I guess he's like managed to piss off everybody else.
You've gone and helped them.
Oh, one time I helped him, yeah. Because one of his dogs was all fucked up and they had no way to get it to the vet because he was like not home and there was no car and Daphne was there. So I went over there in a rainstorm and picked her up in the old pickup truck and took her to the vet. But unfortunately the dog didn't make it. But the second time I just laughed at him because it was... You remember that whole thing of Mauricio's radios ended up on offer up? Well, it was part of the situation that was in, and I just could not stop laughing at him on the phone.
Well, te quería meter todos los radios. started to use Robert as storage to store the radios in.
Oh, so now they're calling me using Mikey's number. Oh, that's fine. Let me text Mikey and give him a heads up.
Eddie.
So what number do you want me to call you from, Robert?
Oh, it's you?
No, it's not me. Just talking to you.
Maybe it is a Barry calling you.
He has your number tattooed on his ass.
Why would a Barry tattoo Robert's number on his ass cheeks?
El barril lo cogieron en la calle en cuero, running around. Got hit by a car, and they mistook him for wildlife.
They should have called the Humane Society.
Oh, they're going to call the Metro Zoo and see if they have anything missing.
Either Metro Zoo or Monkey Jungle.
Miami-Dade Police calling you. I need you guys to check and do a head count on any missing rhinoceroses.
Or hippopotamus.
And then there was silence.
Well,
It's all Cutter's fault.
I'm not going to say who told me this. But somebody told me that maybe he's out with Adele. Who knows? Remember, he's a bear.
Pretty sure most hams are bears.
What is it with the Goofy Mike's not out here?
No, he's trying to call Robert. Did he hear?
TGK.
Go ahead.
Nah, that would show actually that it's coming from a correctional facility. That would show up. No, that's somebody who's listening to this conversation, playing with a sip or something like that.
So then Goofy Mike probably lend his phone to somebody.
W4 THM.
Yeah, 4, I think so.
KF4 UJX on HD. 4WW.
So, did anybody notice that the 10 o'clock hangar didn't happen?
I think that only happens Monday through Thursday.
Like
Yeah.
location of the two towers that Trump owns, it's been quieter.
Soy el tanque séptico norteño. Why the security guards stay off?
No, the security guard is off Fridays and Saturdays.
Or he works 410.
Weren't they doing the hangar yesterday too?
Yeah. Yesterday was Thursday.
No, it wasn't.
Today's Sunday.
No, it's not. It's Thursday.
No. It's already Sunday.
That's some good shit there, Frank.
It's Tuesday.
He's holding out on everyone.
Yeah, Frank.
Remember, don't get high on your own supply.
It's off, I gotta go to work. If my alarm doesn't go off, I don't gotta go to work.
Now we know the security guard is only Monday through Fridays.
El brasileño del norte.
Él es el magneto.
Milagro que está tranquilo.
Wait.
W4 YXI.
What?
WD4JKX on the frequency.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but that's weird. Adele and Mikey are not on the radio. The two mouths went out.
Ellos no tenían un date hoy.
Two cougars on a date.
Adele and Mike.
Sí, you know, ya era para que el barril hubiera salido aquí. Está muy raro eso. Muy raro.
They're both out on a date, him and Adele.
It's only funny if he's on here.
Looking for...
No, it's still got some humor value. I mean, we're just prepping. You know, this is the green room.
Did you ever realize that Frank's radio has a weird sound? It almost sounds like a, what do you call a lightsaber from Star Wars. It's like...
Does it? I'm on the saber. I don't know, maybe I gotta clean the contacts on the housing. That was like the real bad part about this radio. The contacts would get dirty and then your audio would get all weird.
No, but your audio's perfect. The signal's perfect. But if you turn up the, like, at least on my end, I'm on a little TYT handheld, and I hear like a transformer hum almost, but it almost sounds like a lightsaber.
Yeah, it's like what you would expect to be a sci-fi sound effect for plasma.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds like if a UFO is hovering over you and it's about to, like, you know, pick you up with one of those light beams.
They put me back.
Like, oh, wrong guy. Next one, let's pick up Mikey. Then Mikey will overload the light beam.
The vessel is tilting. Cut the tractor beam.
Cut it, we're going down, mayday.
God damn, it's hot out here, man. You'd think that sitting out at the porch at this time, it'd be nice. But there is absolutely no wind. You could probably go out here and fly one of those tiny, cheap little drones, and it wouldn't go anywhere. It'd stay perfectly still.
You gotta get some fans out there, Robert. Put a couple ceiling fans or something.
Bro, I sold my first thing today on eBay in 3 months.
God damn, what's going on, man?
And you know what it was? Socks.
That sucks.
No, he said socks. What's going on, man? What happened to the hustle?
Well, right now, if you sell, you're going to get low prices because nobody is spending. So if I needed to sell, I'd have no choice but to sell. But since I don't need to sell, I'm just going to play the waiting game.
I'll send you screenshots, Robert. Then I must be the only dipshit buying on eBay because I do about 25 transactions a month.
Yeah, I've been going crazy on eBay, man. There's been some good deals.
Oh yeah, there's some awesome deals. I've been buying a ton of shit myself, but it's not no time to be selling unless you have to.
Yeah, it's a bad time to be a seller.
Oh, look at that. They're trying again. Oh, this is definitely somebody from the ham community. Nobody else would be trying to telemarket you at this time. Dude, obviously you're listening on the radio. Just talk on the radio.
Bro, put it, Eric, put it on speaker.
No, I don't want to answer it because if it's part of some automated thing, the worst you can do is answer it because then it shows, okay, there's a human at the end of that number.
Well, you just said it's probably not a telemarketer, so.
Yeah, what would they be calling at this time for?
Got this DJ Velociraptor guy here on Chrome Avenue running around naked.
All units be advised, what time is it?
It's 1, 2, 4, 3.
Repeater. What's funny is how many people are going to know your number and Mikey's number?
Mauricio.
There you go. You know, if you didn't mind blowing some money and you wanted to be really cruel, I would never suggest you do this, but you could go onto the Church of Scientology's website and buy a whole bunch of their really expensive books and send it to them, and then they will hound him for eternity.
Ooh, what's this going to cost?
Trust me, it's worth it. If they think you're a big fish, they will not let your ass go.
But I'm not clear.
Bro, I took some pills, now I'm OT9. You ever, let out a burp that's so gross you gross yourself out?
Oh, yeah. It leaves a little burn in your throat.
Yeah, bro, I'm like, oh, God, that was awful.
Look, this is right. I want to buy from R&L Electronics.
Oh, yeah, those guys got awesome customer service. They ship really fast.
I've heard the same thing. What a coincidence.
They have a Yaesu dual band I want to buy there. I mean, a handheld.
The last time I ordered from them, as soon as I called, they're like, oh, yeah, it's already on its way.
There's a dual band handheld I want to get, but not a bowl fan, a Yaesu. But that's the only cheapest prices they have in R&L.
You still haven't gotten the MFJ, Robert?
No, dude, I canceled it. First, the guy told me when I ordered it, hey, look, you're going to have to wait a few days before we put the order in because I can't just order one item. They won't let me. Okay. You know, I figured it's a mom and pop shop. Maybe whatever. So then I contact them again, and they're like, order's been put in. So I wait. Then about a week later, I reach out to them again. Oh, the order's been put in. I haven't heard from them. Then I waited a month. The third time it was, they forgot to put the order in. And it's like, hold on, you told me the order was in and it was delayed. So the fourth time I contacted them, I'm just like, just refund my money. And they refunded my money. That was a month of waiting. So by that time, it's like this whole shit kind of blew over. So instead, I went over and I ordered one of those 25-element beams.
All right, well, that's certainly a thing too.
Yeah, that was bullshit, man. Total bullshit. I went with them because, they had a deal going on, and it's like, I probably could have hunted around and gone with one of the other big guys. But I'm like, well, they got a decent price, and it's a mom and pop business, I'll give them my business. Man, they fucked the pooch on that.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm all up for, ordering from small businesses, but, they kind of, unfortunately, have to go above and beyond, and if they don't, it's not going to work out well for you, buddy. You're going to put the 25-element on a rotor?
Yeah, that's the idea. I got one of those Radio Shack rotors that's still brand new in the box. So I put that at the top of the tower, and I already looked on eBay. I found there are people selling Delrin rods in different dimensions. So I'll put a Delrin rod on the rotor, mount the antenna to the Delrin, so that way there's no interaction between the mast and the elements since I'm going vertical.
Yeah, 40 just yet. No, that'll be good. Yeah, that's nice.
How much is it, Robert? KF40JX.
How much is what? You already ordered the antenna, didn't you?
Yeah, but that rod, the pole you're talking about. Hold on, I got a message for you.
Wow. A virgin.
I'm sorry, bro. I had to do it.
You better be careful around here. There's a couple of hams looking for people like you. They're looking for few good men.
Oh, my God. I don't know that pole you're talking about that goes on top of the towers. I assume it's non-metallic or non-conductive, so what's up with that?
Delrin is a plastic that has a pretty high UV resistance. And if you look on eBay, you'll find, just look for Delrin rod, D-E-L-R-I-N. I just need to wait until the antenna gets here so I can figure out what diameter I need. But it's like less than $20 for a 2-foot piece. So that way you have something sturdy to mount the antenna, but it's not interacting with the elements.
All right. We need two of them. I'm going to need one the same. Same setup. All right. I'm going to Google. I don't even know where the hell my phone is.
Yeah, the thing is, you need to see what size your rotor is. I'm waiting on the antenna to get here so I can measure it out. And then I'll dig out the rotor and see what size the rotor is so I can figure out what's going to work. That's why I haven't ordered anything yet.
week from these people, so this should be any time now. So I already got the Radio Shack rotor. Got it brand new in the box. So I guess I'm going to use that one for the beam, and then the Yaesu one, I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I guess I'll use it for the tower when I put it up.
Ooh, little jammer, you're the one.
Hey, fuck biscuit. You got my text?
No, why?
Go to your phone.
I guess his date ended already.
Why are you calling Robert from block numbers, Mikey? What's going on?
Él está sabroso.
Oye, Rolandito.
$228. 500-watt board.
What, say it again?
500-watt board. 222.
500 watts.
Looking at these Atlas amps a while ago. I have a 1 kilowatt, 1.3 kilo. I have a bunch of different amps, but man, looking at about $2,000, 2,400, something like that.
No. Well, first of all, the antenna only holds 750. Pero, no, you can do it for a lot less.
Well, tell me more.
Well, I'm educating myself right now. But you can probably put together something for about 300.
Wow, I got 3 times that into the Glen Air.
Goddamn, bro. I mean, it's just ham.
Yeah, the Glen Air is pretty better, that's for sure. It wasn't cheap.
He's just trying to make up for what he's lacking in life.
Hey, you see that shit? You saw the text?
Yeah, I texted you back, but yeah. And same thing with me. But other shit, I don't know who the fuck it is.
Well, yeah. Just wanted to touch base with you. Because, you know, if it's me, I will call you and tell you, hey, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that, suck my you know what. You know, I ain't gonna sit there and fuck with your phone.
Put out your ass.
Yeah, fucking retard. It's easy to trace that back, so there's a way to do it.
I mean, maybe if you're the FBI.
Somebody we know, because they don't happen like when I got WhatsApp. And, you know, WhatsApp likes to put your phone number on there. And that's when it happens. So it's somebody within the group.
And then everybody wonders why I don't have WhatsApp.
Yeah, neither do I.
I'll tell you, man, people got some balls, though. Unreal.
Well, I just admire their level of stupidity, because it's like, in this day and age, you actually think somebody's going to answer a call from a restricted number, or block number, or anything like that. And then, you know, there's just certain phone calls you expect from certain people. So, after a couple of those came through, then I see your number, and I'm like, oh, this is bullshit.
Bullshit.
shit, I tell you.
You ever been in a Turkish prison?
Do they smoke camels?
Billy, do you like gladiators?
See, that's one of the references I never quite figured out. You know, the gladiator thing. I mean, those are like the men of men.
Yeah, but they have the little tiny thing covering their, you know what's it, and their dangly bits. You know, they were all, references.
Okay. So their swords were not the only things that were swinging, eh?
Billy, you ever seen a grown man naked?
It's a funny-ass movie. Such a great movie that you just would never be able to do again. After movies were movies, man. Now it's just BS.
You should watch the South Park movie.
I've never seen much of that South Park. You know what? I'll check out the movie. I've never really, nunca me ha caído muy bien. I don't know why, man.
Bro, watch the movie. Trust me. Watch the movie and get back to me.
I will try that. I don't know if you guys are into the whole UFO phenomenon, whatever, but the show Unidentified is on. Pretty good stuff. I used to listen to a lot of shit like that on Coast to Coast, but it's kind of tapered off, man. You don't hear as much about it. So, kind of a bummer. I watch all of them, bro. Unidentified, Unexplained, all of them, bro. My DVR is full of it. They did an Unexplained at Coral Castle that I was in. I was interviewed for it. But I don't know what happened because that was right when the COVID lockdown hit. I mean, it was when they were closing up stuff, the film crew was in there doing their thing at the last minute. So I don't know if it was ever produced or not. Damn, man, that's cool. I didn't know that. I've seen a couple shows that Coral Castle's been in. I've seen it. We've seen it a couple times. We watch all these shows, bro. All of them. I mean, not like I don't push it on anyone. I'm not a little green man. I don't know what I believe in, but I believe some of this stuff happens and we just can't explain it. They went out there, interviewed a few people, interviewed me. Because I mean, there's been a lot of people over the years that have researched the place, but all those people have just passed on from old age, So, from everybody who is there now, I probably have the most background information of everybody that's over there now. Because all the other people that, those guys that wrote books and all kinds of shit, but they've all died, man, because that was all done in like the 70s and 80s. And those guys were old when they did it. What sucks is a lot of those people actually knew him. So that knowledge is gone.
The shit's gonna hit the fan.
This episode's pretty damn good. Every time they come out with a new episode of these Unidentified, it's really good, man. Really good stuff. They got actual, viable, believable, trained observers. It's not just some redneck out in the middle of the farm. Well, here in
found my cow like this, or, you know, nothing like that. It was weird, because the other night I was at my mom's house, and Brian came over, and we were sitting in the front yard, and we were seeing these three stars that looked like, you know, if you put lines to each one, it was a triangle. And the one that was toward, you know, closest to Earth, whatever, closest, you know, pointing south, there were three, they looked like a triangle for a while. And I remember looking, and all of a sudden, the one that was at the lowest point started moving away. And it was like blue. And Brian was like, no, man, that was moving before. I was like, no, man, that thing was not moving, bro. I've been looking at it for quite some time.
Well, a lot of people now are seeing a lot of UFO shit. Like this UFO thing. It's been happening quite a bit. People in their backyard have been filming shit in the sky now. Crazy.
Good episode.
Well, what's crazy now, man, is with all these drones, it's pretty easy to fuck with people. So you'd have to videotape some pretty spectacular shit. You know, like something that is obviously moving across the sky at a rate of speed that a drone can.
Okay, that's why I just do. Man, you should see, like, some of the people that I know that fly drones, like, really fly them, or those things haul ass, man.
Oh, those racing drones? Oh, those are badass, man. If I was to get a drone, that's what I would get. One of those racing drones. That to me is so fucking cool. Watch those drone races, especially when they put it in like first-person view. Oh man, wow! It's like living in a Star Wars movie.
I don't know, I can't do that, man. That shit gives me motion sickness, like, instantly.
You know, I'm kind of surprised Rick doesn't have something like that there. You know, somebody's got to have some deal like that going on. You know, some kind of racing drone simulator or something where you could, like, I guess you don't want to be sharing VR goggles, so some kind of contraption, like, remember the old Battlezone game where you kind of walked up and you put your head inside, like, mock goggles? You know, I'm kind of surprised there isn't something like that.
Well, there's a hobby store. There used to be there. I knew the guy that did all the racing drones. They upstairs on the building. They built a racing track where you have to go through loops and stuff and all this shit, and they fly those things really fast. There's about 3 or 4 of them. It's pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, Robert, I used to do that. KO4DEA.
Oh yeah, man, you raced?
Yeah, not like on a league or anything, but yeah, I started flying RC helicopters, like 3D helicopter flying, and then the whole drone thing started to pick up, and I was like, oh, this shit's kind of cool. So I did that for a while, man. It was fun stuff, dude. You gotta practice. Even those racing drones, you're not gonna pick it up and just fly it, just to let you know.
Oh, of course. Just like everything else, man. It's going to require a lot of practice. But I've heard that those are also fairly sturdy compared to regular ones. So they do take a bit of a beating.
Oh, they take a hell of a beating. Yeah, the easy ones, the ones you want to buy, you know, if you want to go buy like a Mavic, because I had a Mavic 2 Pro, Mavic Phantom, those things. Yeah, you could pick those up. You could go buy one and fly it that day, no problem. Because they have the GPS hold and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, those little racing drones, yeah, they'll take a beating. I've run mine into trees, into branches. Yeah, part falls off over here and there. Boom, you repair it. It's good to go. Not utter devastation.
damn things can hit 100.
I'm looking on them right now, too.
You know, I think the cool thing would be racing drones, but one step up. Actual aerial dogfight. Full contact dogfight. Last man flying wins.
Yeah, we did that. But it wasn't organized. It just happened to be me and my buddy that got into them. We lived next to a field, and we were drunk, and we decided to see who could hit each other first.
Put like little Nerf missile launchers on them.
I will tell you, trying to hit a little racing drone with another racing drone at high speeds, I don't care how good you are, it's not easy.
All right, let's add some more fun to it. All right, so there's a guy on a floor with a 22.
Oh, good luck to him. Good luck. You're going to have to probably step it up to like a shotgun or something like that. Need a little bit of scatter if you want to hit one of these things.
Flamethrower.
Oh, flamethrower. I like that. I like that.
All right, sending you a link. I'm looking at a Walkera Runner 250. 5.8 gig, 5-inch FPV monitor. OSB Devo 7 basic RTF racing drone.
Yeah, what's that cost?
$500, free shipping.
Oh, wow, that's not too crazy.
What's that link? What was that model again? Let me look it up.
Walkera apparently makes a bunch of racing drones. Look at the one here on Amazon, $3.99.
Yeah, they're all right. They'll work. I would spend less for your first one, just to kind of get the hang of it. There's a company that makes one for like, I mean, it's not going to be the best, but you'll get the feel for it. And it works. It works well. I've flown one. They're not that bad. I want to say it's EMAX, and I don't remember what model it was. But it comes with the goggles, and it's tiny. But it's $120 or something like that, man. Learn how to fly that and then step it up. Because if you buy one of those other ones, you're probably going to get frustrated. And trust me when I tell you, I'm telling you from experience.
I already see something a little bit less. They got a Walkera, $175. But I guess the goggles are a separate purchase.
Yeah, they usually are. And any of those combos that come with goggles, they pretty much suck. And that's a big expense on those things if you want them to really work right. You need to get yourself a good set. They're called Fat Shark.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, it looks like the entry-level Fat Shark goggles, $229.
Yeah, and those are the entry-level ones. For the decent ones on up, you're going to, just for the goggles, you're going to spend about $500. But it's the technology that's inside. Honestly, dude, as a ham, you could probably get an almost ready to fly drone and then put your own electronics in there and do it just as good. That's probably the way to go, since you already have the knowledge to work on that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
All right, I'm putting this down before I buy something.
Watch out, man. Late night online shopping. It can be expensive, I know.
Yeah, stop it, Rolly. Stop it.
Stop.
What happened?
Stop it. Stop it. Enabler.
Oh man, I've been kind of thinking about that for a while, that hobby, but I feel like it's going to be a money pit.
Oh, no. You feel? No, it is a money pit. There's no doubt about it. It's a money pit, dude.
I gotta finish my 2 big unfinished projects here before I look at anything else, man. I gotta finish my golf cart, and I gotta finish my wife's. So, Melbourne Hamfest is gonna be a big boost for that, because I am taking a ton of shit up there that needs to get out of the way, and most of what doesn't sell, I'll just yell the F word at the end of the Hamfest and cause a riot.
So what you're saying is the week before there's going to be a Hamfest at Robert's house?
Oh, quite possibly.
And you might as well take his space in the car.
Well, get rid of those to make space for more stuff. All right, blinky lights in my neighborhood. But it's a tow truck. Somebody's shit broke.
Robert needs a drone.
If you had a drone, you could fly it over there and see what the blinky lights are doing.
Bam! There you go.
And just stand up. I'm in the front porch. Just walk out like a good nosy neighbor and go look.
What kind of lazy nerd are you?
I do need to trim the hedge over here, because I can't see the chick across the street bend over every time she drops her mail. The hedge has gotten too tall.
You got to be nice about it. They get upset when you point it out.
You can modify the drones too, Robert. I had my Mavic. I had that Mavic 2 Pro. This was before I was a ham. I took the remote apart and I modified it, and I put in amplifiers. So I went from whatever it was, like a watt, and I put out 4 watts, and I flew it 4.01 miles away from me in a high RF environment, I might add. So I flew it from my house near Tropical Park, and I flew it over the turnpike past that, Palmetto Hospital until I lost signal. So I went over 4 miles one way with that thing.
Is there an option? Obviously, you're not going to do this with one of those racing drones, but, one of the Mavics or something. Is there an option where you can put like a little gripper claw on the bottom to hold an object? Because for a long time, we've been talking about putting a big rubber dildo on top of Mauricio's antenna.
Yes, there is.
There's actually a whole group of people that, like, what they do with drones is just see how much shit they can lift. They have competitions. And I've seen drones lift, 5 of those 5-gallon jugs of water. It's crazy. You gotta look that shit up on YouTube.
The ones they use for movies that carry up to 110-pound payload.
Oh, yeah, but that's a whole other ball game right there, Rolly.
No. I just want to deliver dildos. We'll put one on Mauricio's antenna, and then we'll go put one on Sergio's antenna and see how long it takes them to notice it's there.
Yeah, Robert. They sell attachments, and people use drones for shore fishing. So there's a little thing, you put it on there, you can attach your fishing line. So basically, if you could put a little fishing line around a dildo, boom, good to go.
Toss in the air.
Well, you don't want it swinging, because you want to get one of those cheap ones that's just, rubber dildo that's hollow, so you can slip it over the top of an antenna.
You know a lot about dildos.
Yeah, man. Come on. Remember who I dated? She was always in that sex store.
No, I don't remember that, but I believe you.
That's the one with the colored hair?
No, that's the one that had all the tattoos. Boy, did I dodge that bullet.
Womp womp.
But yeah, you don't want the things, hanging and bobbing around. You want it somewhat steady, so that way you can carefully slip it over the end of an antenna and release it, and then just wait. Because once you see it, you don't have many options. You either laugh and ignore it, which is probably what I would do. I would just tell people, oh yeah, when you get here, it's the house with the dildo.
Just Google DJI Mavic Air Thrower. You'll see all kinds of options there, Robert.
See, that would be so worth it. You take on a new aspect of ham radio. Flying around leaving artifacts on everybody's antennas.
A new aspect?
Yeah, some fucker put a dildo on my antenna. Now I gotta climb the tower. Yeah, breach the wall. How the fuck did they get up there?
Why limit dildos on antennas? I mean, for real.
Because it's funny. Shit. People are out there looking at your antenna. It's like, God damn that thing. So what's that up there? Hold it. Is that what I think it is?
No, but I'm saying why limit it? Like, yeah, dildos on antennas would be hilarious, but why limit it? You can do all kinds of stuff with dildos.
Well, I'm looking at the longevity of it. Most hams are lazy. So, it'll be up there for a long time before they get it down. If they even bother to get it down. They may just grumble and complain about it until the thing eventually falls off or something.
I hate it when it falls off.
Yeah, but hear me out here. If you're flying your drone around and you're looking around with the camera, you find a chick in the backyard sunbathing, face down with her butt up. Imagine a dildo falling from the sky right on her ass.
Here, you need this more than I do.
Shit. Yeah, there are other opportunities. You can fly over to Chris's sailboat and put a Trump flag at the top of his mast on his sailboat.
Oh, now we're talking. See? See the possibilities?
And that's how Robert spent $500 tonight.
W4T dildo delivery service.
I can hear you Googling from here, Robert.
He's going to Google himself all night long.
When I started working for Department of Corrections, they were telling me about all of the security systems and everything. And, one of the things I told them is so what do you do about drones? And they all looked at me like, huh? So yeah, what's to stop me from flying a drone over here and dropping off a package? And there was just silence at the table. Oh, that's illegal. It's like, yeah, so is stuffing a cell phone up your ass. And it happens here all the time. And then a few months later, there was already in the news about how somewhere one of the northern states, they intercepted a drone carrying drugs and cigarettes into the compound.
Thing going down. That's happened a lot of times down here in Miami. I've heard the calls over the radio.
Well, that's because they're using the wrong drones. You get one of those racing drones, one of the bigger ones, that shit can haul ass in there. They're not going to spot it as easy. All those Mavics, those things are not fast. I mean, they work, but they're not fast. So if you want to do that, step up the speed, man. You need to drop some dildos off, crank up the speed. You want to drop off some hair wrong, crank up the speed. Those racing drones that's what you need right there.
For UJX. I mean, the last call I heard over the air with that was 142 and like Southwest 19th Street, where a girl called it in that her boyfriend was selling, I don't know if it was coke or what, but selling drugs using a drone.
Yeah, man. Think about it. You're way the hell up there. You got a camera. If you see a bunch of units coming, you just park it somewhere and sit there and wait. And then eventually you go back home. Or, maybe, your home site is, you have an emergency landing site where you just go back later, get it. I mean, the opportunities for wrongful use, I'm sitting there watching these Border Patrol shows and shit like that, which are really interesting, because they're catching all this stuff coming through the border, and I mean, they go out of their way. They put them in collars and tires. They put it in gas tanks. They access the frame rails and vehicles and put it inside the frame rails. There's all this shit going on. And I'm looking at all this, and it's like, man, they could just be flying back and forth, using, you're saying right now, it's like you got 4 miles, and you got like an average Joe drone. The cartels can obviously afford to spend a bit of money. So all of a sudden, at night, there's just this fleet that heads out.
No, screw that. Just, who cares about the range? Just put a GPS on it and tell it, hey, go here.
Yeah, they already do that. They already have that. You can plug in coordinates where the thing will just auto-land, and that's it. That could be done too. I wonder how they're addressing that, because you ain't going to see one of those fucking things at night.
No, you're not. And when I flew mine 4 miles away, I was testing this thing out. I mean, my butt puckered up. I mean, I had $1,500 in the air flying away. But when I did the modifications, I was like, all right, I lost signal. I was like, let's see what's up. And it has the automatic, it returns to home. And that thing landed right back at my feet with 6% battery left. That's how accurate. And that was, that's a Mavic. That's a Chinese drone. I mean, it's the upper end of them. But it landed right on the sidewalk exactly where it took off from.
Not only that, but, if you're talking about moving product a long distance, you'd probably be better off with like a fixed-wing drone. It would be quieter, and I would imagine would probably hold more cargo versus battery power.
Yeah, well, you gotta drop it at the right place. I mean, unless you're just gonna like kamikaze it into your drop zone or whatever. So I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, it can be done, man, easily.
Oh, yeah, what Frank says makes sense. Because, the amount of resources that they spend in trying to hide it in vehicles, and then, if it gets caught, you lose the vehicle and you lose the load. So, now they're doing, like, a sub-$500 carrier. And might as well just, like he's saying, it's like, put in the coordinates and it's like, fly into the trees over here. and that's it. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that they haven't taken that approach. Or maybe they have, and it's just not being discussed because they can't keep up with it.
No, Frank's exactly right. Yeah, fixed wing, that's the way to go, especially for flight time and battery power, because you have lift. So yeah, you just have one little electric motor pulling it along, and you're good to go. Versus a drone having 4 motors spinning, that's a lot of battery power right there.
Electronics, send that back, build another one.
Yeah, but don't those things put up a radar signature?
They fly too low. I mean, you can only go so far down with the radar. You don't want to be cooking everybody around you, and then also you have the issue of, buildings and all that masking signal, and they fly so low and they're so small.
Yeah, but when I flew mine 4 miles away, the legal height for a drone is 400 feet. But mind you, we're talking about doing other stuff, so I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, that also plays into the whole height is might thing. So if I was to put my drone at, 1,500 feet, I probably could have gone further than 4 miles. I definitely could have. But since I was battling the legal limit, I only made it a little over 4 miles.
Did you do that down Bird Road by any chance, maybe a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
It was over La Carreta. It had a red and green light on it, and it went, from east to west, and then it came back east.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw that drone. I was at La Carreta with a bunch of them. It was there was something going on that people were all there gathering. I just remember what was going on.
Oh, I flew that thing all over the place. All over the place. So, yeah. But that was over the route I took. I flew it over there, and then I would see what's up, and then I just kind of flew down Bird Road.
And you got 4.5 miles out. So, in reality, you had a 9-mile trip.
So what, heck, is 400 feet, or that's your ceiling?
No. I hacked the ceiling, too. But going that far out of line of sight, I didn't want to go too high because, you got, Metro Day choppers. I didn't want to really interfere. I didn't want to, endanger anybody, So I did that flight at 500 feet, give or take, even though it was supposed to be at a 400-foot ceiling. But I hacked that thing, and I flew that thing straight up, and I got it to, I think I got it to 7,000 feet.
Wow. Man, usually Miami-Dade choppers, they travel right around 330 to 400 feet.
Well, I'm glad they didn't hit my drone. But I ended up selling that thing a little while back, and now I kind of regret it. Kind of wish I kept it. But I did all my, I went far, I did all this, and I was like, all right, I did what I wanted to do. And then it just kind of sat there for a while, so I was like, let me sell it. So I did.
I remember, it's the day that Fidel died. Everybody was throwing a big party at La Carreta, and there was some idiot in a red motorcycle with a Cuban flag. Now I remember. That's where we saw it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I live, you know where I live. You came to my house. Oh, yeah. I would start hearing, anytime I would hear, parties and all kinds of loud noises and stuff going on, I'd fly the drone around and go buzz people's houses and see what was going on. So, yeah, that sounds about right.
It was that night. Now I remember, there was a newspaper. Some idiot showed up all drunk with his real nice bike. And I remember seeing the drone. I was telling him, look at this crap. There's a drone that's hovering over us. But it hovered for very little, but it was traveling east to west, and then it went back east. Minutes later, it passed us, and then I saw it come back, returning to base or whatever. It was up, yeah, probably about, 200 feet or so.
Yeah, at 200 feet, I could get out pretty good. I wouldn't go 4 miles, but at 200 feet, I think I went to probably 107th, 112th Avenue, give or take. And then it would cut out unless I gain more altitude.
Robert, I'm getting ideas. Wow. Pretty cool stuff, man. I've always wanted to get into it, but I don't know. Like you say, it's definitely a money hole, bro.
Well, if you just want one to get out there and you don't have to learn how to fly, buy one of these Mavics. You can find used ones pretty cheap now. And I could have gone further than 4 miles if I had gone higher and done more modifications, but I was limited on battery power. However, there's also modifications you can do. You can basically solder into the positive and negative pins on the stock battery. You got to drill a little hole, and then you can piggyback a LiPo battery. So then you got an extra, however many milliamp battery you got. So you can almost double the power of it. Mind you, you also have the extra weight, but you can still get out there even further. There's a lot you can do to those things.
KF4 UJX for ID. And that's with the stock remote, or you got to put in a Yagi there or something? I mean, any kind of upgrades in antenna and receiver?
KO4D upgrade. No, I upgraded the remote only. I basically put a power. I amped up the remote. So instead of putting out whatever the half a watt or whatever it was, I put in these little, they're called like Dragon amps or something like that. I don't remember. It was a few years ago. But I boosted the output power to like 4 or 5 watts. And I had this big, it was a whole contraption, dude, but it worked. It worked. So yeah, it wasn't stock. Stock, I could probably get like, I don't know, at the same altitude, about 1.5 miles away, maybe. And then once I did the modification, that's when I pushed 4 miles.
Remember, let me see if I got it. We went out to a government cut by that pier out there, me and my girl. And we saw some guy pull up on a bike with this really cool backpack case-looking thing. Look at a big egg. I remember he opened it up. He pulled out one of those Mavic Pros or whatever. It was white. I remember that's just a DJI with the gold stripe. I know there's a red, a gold, there's a black with a gold. There's a few of them. But if I remember correctly, this one had the gold on it. And he put a little tripod with a little Yagi, a nice remote with a screen, like a tablet screen. I didn't really pay too much attention of all the gear, but I know that the cruise liner was heading out. And this thing, the cruise liner had already passed and was out in the water, and this guy went all the way out there to where the cruise liner was. And he was showing everyone the image and everything, how far it went out.
Yeah, the gold stripe, red stripe, but the main body of the drone was white, right?
Yeah, the only one I've seen black was a all-black one with the gold stripe.
Yeah, that's the Obsidian version, but that's the Phantom. I didn't have a Phantom. I had the Mavic 2 Pro. It was foldable. You could fold the arms and legs in. It was a lot more portable. That's the one I had, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I almost thought the Mavic. Bro. I know it folds up. They had the Fly More kit or something that came with extra batteries and stuff like that.
Yeah, roger that. I bought the DJI. I bought the Spark at first, and I was like, man, this thing's fun. But I didn't know anything about it, and I was like, oh man, the remote to drone connection was Wi-Fi, so it was very limited. So I wanted to get out further, and that's when I bought the Mavic 2 Pro. And then that got out even further, and I was like, I want to go further. So that's when I ended up modding everything. I really got out there.
Well, the main board. So I took it all apart and dried it out. The only thing that I need to do is clean the connectors, but everything else looks good. I think I want to put this together and just fly it, man, because it's only about a week old since it's been in the water.
Yeah, it seems like a dangerous hobby, bro. Sounds great. I might get into it. You watch. It might pop up one day with one, but man, it sounds like I'm gonna throw 2 or 3 stacks at this.
Oh, you will, Rolly, you will. It's worth it. And trust me, man, I regret selling it. I wish I had kept it. Because I got into it before I was a ham and all that stuff, and now that I have a little bit more knowledge about RF and how things work, I really wish I had kept that thing, because I would have upgraded the receiver on the drone itself. Because all I did was the remote. You still have the drone. It's got a receiver on itself, and then it has to transmit information back to the remote. And man, I wish I would have kept it. But hey, man, if you want to get into it, let me know. I'll point you in the right direction, help you out, show you how to fly it, stuff like that.
I think you should start with the smaller ones first. I got one that's the size of a palm and then one little tiny one. But the one about the size of a palm is real easy to work with. You can train yourself on the smaller ones. Do it outside and just, keep trying it until you get it, used to it. That's what I would suggest to do. Don't go just balls wall into a big one,
Yeah, Mikey's right about that. But you don't have to go, you can buy a cheap one. But the whole point is you get a feel for the controls will be all the same. Like the expensive ones, the GPS, lock, and all that stuff, that comes into play. But at least if you buy like a cheap one, you can kind of get a basic understanding of what the controls do. And that will help quite a bit.
Yeah, it's more IDP. I've always wanted to play with a fixed-wing drone.
Yeah, there's a guy that, I forgot the YouTube, I forgot his name, but he ended up putting in I don't know, like an LTE, like a cell phone hotspotter. He put something into a fixed-wing drone, and he flew it, he was from Hawaii, and he flew it from one island to one of the other main Hawaii islands. Something like 40 miles or some stupid crap like that. It was insane.
Yeah, that's cool. I'd love to, do something where I can just put in GPS coordinates, have it do its thing, and then manually control a camera, so I don't have to really fly it, just look around.
Yeah, well, the Mavic, the one I had waypoints, so you could do that with the one I had. So you could, go to your laptop or your tablet or whatever, and select waypoints, and basically the drone, it would fly itself. You could even program it to take pictures itself. You didn't even have to control the camera. If you knew what direction you wanted to point the camera, you could tell it, and you could take it off, and you could, boom, hit the button, and start the waypoint mission, and it would do everything, and then come back and land, and then you put the SD card back in your computer, and you would see the whole flight path and all the pictures it took along the way.
Hey, too bad you didn't make a drone where you can put, like, if you just had, like, an extra smartphone, that you can put on the phone itself, and you can utilize the camera on the phone, but also use another phone with an app connected to it, so technically you can fly connected through over the phone. So basically USB into the drone from the other phone, and that controls the drone via USB connected to like a controller with the other phone, but you're connected to the network, so that means that you could fly anywhere you want. You could take that thing everywhere. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything and made the apps in the phone so it worked. What do you think of that idea?
that's what that guy did, basically. He had an LTE, you know, a 4G hotspot, and that's what he did. But he did it with fixed wing, and he flew that thing miles and miles and miles and miles away.
That's absolutely awesome idea, man. You know, that's just an awesome idea.
Now that I'm thinking about it, though, like, you can modify the drone. I was just running it off of the remote, so I had the amp and the, I think I had, like, some stupid DVI antennas. I mean, this was a contraption, man. It looked like an alien spacecraft on the end of my remote. But it ran off of, it was 2.4 gigahertz. That was the signal. So what if you were to put those antennas up on your tower or on your mast or something like that? If I got 4 miles away, just standing in my backyard, I'm just saying, imagine the possibilities.
I got a 100 watt 2.4 gig amp if you really want to get out.
Well, I don't have the drone anymore, but that's a... I don't know what that would do.
Oh, it'll do something.
Yeah, but basically what it all boils down into battery life. That's kind of your limiting factor right there. You got to get the drone back to you. I mean, unless you're doing the whole prison break thing, then who cares? But the drone needs to come back. And I flew it out over the ocean. I went down there off of Snowden's Dam down there, off Old Cutler and 168th Street, and I flew it complete line of sight. Same thing, I got out like a little over 4 miles with no video breakup. The transmission was awesome, but I ran out of battery, so it had to come back. That's kind of what you're limited on these drones.
It would be cool if you could put a little strap, a little, you know, little retractable with the little solar panels you could roll up, put one on top of one of those things. I just don't know if it'll give you enough crank for that.
No.
Yeah, no, not for a LiPo battery. Definitely not. Those things like to be juiced up.
Yeah, when those things are flying around, they're sucking down major juice. That's why, I don't know, that's why I always found the fixed wing thing more interesting. Because, you know, you could just have it flying around in circles looking down for a while.
You just have to have a better camera, because that's another thing. People see these drones 100 feet or so above their house, and they're flipping out, it's spying on me, it's spying on me. And let me tell you what, the Mavic 2, that thing had a 4K camera. The camera had a 1-inch sensor. It was a good camera. But at 100 feet up, if I was over your backyard, I could see you walking around. But if you were naked, I wouldn't be able to see shit. So people are flipping out about that shit for no reason. So if you really want to get there, if you want a fixed wing, you're probably going to really have to up your camera game.
I'm looking at this Parrot Disco fixed wing drone. 50 mile per hour, man. Jesus.
That's the one the guy modified in Hawaii. That flew like, he put that LTE thing in there. That's the one, the Parrot. And he just kept flying that damn thing.
Damn. Got this other one, a drone Volt DV wing, fixed wing, UAV, $5,100 with an 18.2 megapixel camera.
Well, that's obviously the one you should buy.
If that thing goes down, I'm going to have to just put a barrel in my mouth.
Dude, I went down the rabbit hole. I found some that were like $10,000, $20,000. consumer drones that you can buy.
People Paradisco, the Adventurer is pretty cool. It's like $1,100. That's cool stuff, man. I haven't seen these fixed wing ones. KF4 UJX ready.
KO4 D8 ready. They also do make, if I'm not mistaken, if you want to really spend a few extra bucks, they take vertical takeoff and landing fixed wing drones. So that's like the best of both worlds right there.
TI4 IJQ. Yeah, that'd be pretty sexy.
Oh, here you go. SC-9 fixed wing drone. 5 hours of flight time.
Yeah, see, that's impressive.
Oh, yep, must be. Because they don't even have a price. It says request a quote.
Oh, that's how you know it's expensive.
Oh, I found an even better one. Alti, ALTI drone. 6-meter wingspan, 7-kilogram payload, 12 plus hours of endurance, 90 kilometers per hour speed, over 1,000 kilometers coverage, and it's only $9.50 an hour to operate it.
Do what now?
I don't know, what did you miss? You want it all again, or just a certain part?
How many hours is it good for? What was I multiplying by?
12 hours.
So what, it's $108?
No. It's saying if you were to fly it, it still operates, I guess, battery, I don't know what the hell, wear and tear, $9.50 an hour, hourly operating cost. I guess they're catering to the military market. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about the military market here. But it's 1,000 kilometers coverage.
So does it have a price?
I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Nope.
Womp womp.
Yeah, so basically what I've gathered so far is anything that's worth a shit is you're not going to get a quote online. You have to call them or something like that.
Yeah. It's not for us poor people.
What I'm finding out, it's not even for any mildly rich people.
Well, I figure if a hobby's worth doing, it must, should be cripplingly expensive.
I found one, but I don't like the website. Isn't that Banggood just Chinese stuff?
Yeah, it's kind of like a, Chinese Amazon. Although, I guess that would probably be AliExpress. I don't know, but yeah, it's like another one of those Chinese sites where vendors can just make a page and away you go.
Are we spending money?
Sure. You want to get in on this?
Not yet.
I mean, this thing's on Banggood. It's $309. I'm sure it doesn't say what it comes with. It just says flight time 150 minutes. Which actually might be good for some of you guys that really know what you're doing. I mean, it's got the airframe, it's got everything you need. It just, I don't think it comes with any electronics whatsoever. So I don't know why it could say 150-minute flight time. Anyway, whatever. But it's $309, and it's a twin-engine, fixed-wing drone. So I guess if you did up your own electronics and you did it right, it might work out for you.
Yeah, I might poke around next week. I'm bored at work, but yeah, because the electronics are no big deal. But actually, like, you know, building the airframe and all that, I can't. I'm terrible at those things. That's why I never got into like RC planes or any of that.
Oh, I can help you out with that. I've built countless of those things. Robert, what are you buying?
I am not buying anything.
Not even like one of those little like $60 trainer drones? Come on now. I bought a beam. It's my first beam ever. Pretty happy about that.
Oh, cool. What'd you get?
I got the, it's a Cushcraft A270-6S. Got it for $75.
6-element?
No, it's a dual band. I looked it up. It's on like DX Engineering. It's like $150 brand new. But it's somebody that I've been talking to, and I trust the guy. And he sent me pictures. This thing looks damn brand new. It's only a 3-element.
Three on V and how many on U?
Oh, good question. I thought it was the same. I have to look it up. I don't know anything about beams. It just got good reviews. Like, I did a little bit of Googling, and people were like, oh, that was great. I'm not trying to get out there all crazy. But I don't know, man. I don't know how many on you. I thought it was 3 each.
Usually it's like 3 and 4, 3 and 5. The thing about that is, you know, unless you're doing it for some kind of selectivity, your average fiberglass dual band antenna is going to beat it in gain, but you are going to have directivity. You know, if you want to get something where you want to actually put some gain in, you got to go like 7 elements or higher, man. It seems to be the break point is like 3 element, then 7, then 11, and 11 is where you start hitting the point of diminishing returns.
Yeah, I'll play around with it. It was just, basically I got it at half price, so I couldn't, I don't know, couldn't pass it up. But on 2 meters, it's got a 20 dB gain, and on 7 centimeters, it's 18 dB gain. So I figured, why not? If not, if I don't like it, I could probably still sell it for $100.
And then there was silence.
El fusidrón.